Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they... Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw here, Dalton. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means... They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about... This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? First and 10 in the red zone. On first down, it's Smith. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. On second down, it's Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Now, can this offense muster a late second quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. Now Geno on first down. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Geno out to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Geno. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Smith on third and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire...
On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. From the 17, Dalton. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Dalton. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. And he fends him off. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Andy Dalton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball for the 1-yard line? The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Seahawks are going to take... The margin is 7. The defense needs a stop, and they need one quickly to get the ball back to their offense. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late fourth quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. Smith now to throw. Flush to his right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Smith. Steps away to his left. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking,
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them.
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation?
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Smith. Dancing to his left. And this pass broken up. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination.
Red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Seafood. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Throwing is Smith. Rolling to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw, Smith. being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the right side, this is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
70 Ranger.
Now Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, Smith. Forced out to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter, been nice and effective. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter.
60 Bearcats.
Now Smith. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. A field goal would tie this football game here in the fourth quarter. Can they knock it through the post? Time to see. Myers' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So here's the deal, red zone situation, but it's third down and 3, so a huge play forthcoming.
19 Tigers. 18 Pioneers.
Smith on third down. Flushed out right. And Walker has it. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. This defense holding on to a slim 3-point lead here in the fourth. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have moved out in. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. ready to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. They start the drive with Connor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Connor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return.
Okay, ready?
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end.